There is a proverb that says, "Where no oxen are, the crib is clean." Isn't that so true for us as homemakers? There is never a want of meals to be prepared, of messes to be made, and messes to be cleaned up. Stay tuned for a tutorial on how to make your own dishwashing detergent. But first, a little more on tidying. There is a place for everything and everything in its place. This is my homemaking motto. My grandfather used to say that I had all of my ducks in a row. Well, I've certainly got more ducks than I did at that time, but I do try to keep things tidy.
Let me stop right here and give you a little disclaimer. Today's video is not a clean with me video, although there will be some cleaning involved. I find that I have trouble fitting in cleaning in my schedule, and so I don't typically watch a lot of clean with me videos because I need to spend that time cleaning my own house. But I do enjoy hearing from other moms and homemakers of tips and tricks that make their cleaning routines easier. And so today I just want to share a few of mine with you.
I shared this in my 23 Habits video, but I like to put on a load of laundry every night before I go to bed. And I iron all of my clothes before I hang them in the closets.
10-minute quick tidy. I find that if I can set a timer for 10 minutes and fit as much into that little time slot as I possibly can, most of my living space can be tidied in that amount of time if I stay on top of it on a regular basis. Now, if you are interested in more deep cleaning videos, then let me know in the comments below. But today we're just talking about the tidying up, putting things back in their place, maybe vacuuming, getting the kitchen in order, dishes loaded into the dishwasher, that type of thing. I feel like 10 minutes is a good amount of time for a living space. But when it comes to children's rooms, I recently heard a number that really resonated with me. She said to do 2 minutes for children's rooms, and that has been revolutionary. If your kids pull out all of the toys in their bedroom, if they can clean it up in 2 minutes, then you know you have the right amount of stuff. Kids can get very overwhelmed if there are too many things that they have to clean up and don't know where to start. So I highly recommend the 2-minute rule when it comes to children's rooms. Okay, now I will share a little clip of a 10-minute tidy for our kitchen.
It had been a busy, fun day. We had spent most of the day fishing, canoeing, and kayaking off of a friend's pontoon boat. So when we got home, the house was in need of a quick tidying up to get things back in order. While I was filming this tidy up, I believe 3 of my 4 children made it in with some treasure or another. Fresh grapes off the vine, fresh eggs from the barn, and one just needed Mommy's attention to her pet imaginary turtle. The boys had collected these bird feathers from our adventure day, and I decided to make a homemade feather duster, and it works pretty well. Along with my feather duster, I absolutely love this dusting mitt from Norwex. It just slides on your hand like a glove and picks up every bit of dust particles and dirt as you move it along the surface. I also love these window cloths from Norwex. This is not a paid promotion by any means, but they have made my cleaning routine so much easier. There's a wet one and a dry one, and they don't require any kind of cleaning solution. They leave my windows and mirrors streak-free. Even my children think it's fun to clean with them. The Shark Rocket Pro was worth every penny. It is compact and fits neatly inside our closet. The handpiece detaches, and it works on both carpets and hard floors.
Okay, I wanted to show you our dishes since I've been using that dishwashing liquid. They have like this film on them and they're not getting all of the soap off. You can see spots where the soap is still on there. So this is the liquid that I just got. And I was using the tabs in the same brand and those were working pretty well, but this is just not doing the job.
This has been something I have wanted to try for a while, and now is the time. So I started out with 1 cup of the Arm & Hammer washing soda. I actually had this left over from making my homemade laundry soap, if you look back in a previous video. Then I added 1 cup again of Arm & Hammer baking soda. This is the fun ingredient, the unsweetened instant lemonade mix that will give it a nice lemon scent. And then 1 cup of kosher salt. Mix this all together, the dry ingredients, before you add the water, which is also 1 cup of water, and it will begin to fizz. It was so fun to watch. After a minute or 2 of stirring, the fizz will sizzle out and you will be left with a mixture like this. Then we're ready to put it into our ice trays. I wasn't sure exactly how much to fill these up, so I just kind of guesstimated and realized that my ice trays held 16 cubes instead of 12, so I was only able to fill up a tray and a half with 1 batch. But that was fine because I wanted to try it out before I made more. After the trays are filled, you set them out in the sun to dry for about 24 hours. And then the moment of truth. Will my dishwashing tabs come out as tabs or not? Well, some of them did and some of them didn't.
Let me show you what I ended up with. I ended up with some nice cubes in the dishwashing tablets, but then some of it did not stay in the cubes and kind of cracked as I was getting it out. So I have some chunky mixture here But it will totally work. Even the recipe said that if you didn't want to add the water to make the cubes, that you could keep it in a glass jar and just use the powder form. If you do that, you might want to put rice in a little mesh bag or something in there with it so that the consistency doesn't get too hard to scoop out. So I did use some of this in my dishwasher and I liked how it worked. So I just have to experiment and figure out if I can do better on making the cubes or if I just want to keep it in the powder form.